Hey, if you sell on TCG Player and you're wondering, how often do I need to ship out orders? This video is for you. But what's up? My name's TJ. I run a business called PokePastor TCG. Buy and sell lots of Pokemon cards. I also work as a pastor. That's what I do full time. And I'm currently on the way to a wedding rehearsal. So a couple is getting married this weekend. I'm officiating their wedding tomorrow, and so tonight is the rehearsal, so we'll walk through things. Hopefully it all goes smooth, and then they are going to tie the knot tomorrow. So I did a funeral last weekend, wedding this weekend, the pastor things. Anyways, this is a question that I get every so often, and I like making videos answering your guys' questions. By the way, if you guys have questions, like, that's what the comment section is for. Or you can argue with me, or you can just say something, because the algorithm loves comments. And so like the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content like this. But I do love answering questions, and if I don't answer your question in the comments, I'll at least reply to you and be like, hey, this is a great idea for a video sometime, because that's where I get a lot of my ideas for videos to shoot, as I make content around helping you guys start your business on TCG Player. Because if I can have a 6-figure business selling Pokemon cards, certainly you can too. But when somebody puts an order in, so they bought your cards, right? You went out, you acquired inventory, whether it's from your personal collection and you're like, I don't need this anymore, I want to sell it, I'm going to start selling on TCG Player. Or you maybe went out and bought collections at 70%, 75%, 60%, whatever percentage of the market, and you're selling stuff. Or if you got bulk, right? You bought bulk and you're listing Night Stretchers and Arvins and Hildas, and what else is there? What's the balloon, air balloon, other bulk things right now. Energy, Prism Energy, Luminous Energy, Jet Energies, those things, right? The playable cards, Ionos, Boss's orders, stuff like that. So you acquired that, you listed it, someone bought it from your store. It's like, oh, cool, I've got orders to ship out. Now, I can tell you that when I started doing this, and I think this is so true, like when it comes to everything, I was a lot stricter on myself right when I started, because I thought that there was no flexibility. And as it turns out, I mean, shocker, there's actually a tremendous amount of flexibility, and it's not as black and white as I thought it was. Initially starting out, I did orders every single night. Whether I had 8 orders or 20 orders or 15, however many I had, I just did it all every single night, because there's like a level of satisfaction when you clear out your outgoing orders of like, oh, I don't have any orders that I got to do. That feels good, right? And it can be a little daunting when you log into your account and it shows like 45, 52, 74 orders that you still have to be taken care of, right? And so because there's that level of satisfaction, it's like having an inbox, right? If you have, for your job, if you have like Outlook or whatever, like having your inbox clean and at zero feels really, really good. And so that was kind of my philosophy. So I'm just like, hey, I'm going to, list cards when I can. Every single night I'm going to pack up my orders and just send them out. And then I also, after you pack up the orders and you drop them at the post office or whatever, I would not click the mark as shipped button until I actually dropped it at the post office. Now, whenever I pack up the orders, as long as I'm going to the post office that next day, I click the mark as shipped thing, which is totally fine, by the way. It was kind of a hassle to like drop it at the post office and then have to log in on my phone, check mark all the thing. Like, it's just unnecessary. You don't have to do that. I get why you do that if you do that, but you definitely don't have to. And I would say like the protocol is that you need to confirm shipment no later than 48 hours from the day after the order arrives. So if someone puts in an order on a Monday, you have basically until the end of Wednesday to get that in the mail, I think. To be honest, I have not gotten too many of the, hey, you have to confirm shipment because you're a little behind. Oh my gosh, it's raining. Sorry, it's really started coming down here for a second. I was like, oh, I gotta pay attention. Not that I'm not paying attention. You guys know what I mean, right? It's safe, okay? It's safe, I promise. I'm a good driver. Anyways, here's what I would recommend when it comes to shipping. I would not pack up orders every single night if I were you. I would try to batch it if you can, asterisk, if you can. Try and batch it and do it every other night, so that you have one night where you pack orders and then another night where you do not. because what I've learned is that on that night where you're not packing orders, where you don't have that kind of looming over your head, at least for me, it helps me be a lot more productive at getting other stuff done. Whether it's making videos, shooting videos, whether it's listing cards, whether it's sorting through bulk, whatever it is that takes up your time, you can do a lot of that in the night that you're not packing orders, right? Another thing that I like to do, this is optional, you don't have to, but I also like to use Friday night as a night to pack orders so that I can pack up all the orders and get them dropped in the post office on Saturday. Just because obviously like the post office is closed on Sunday and it's only open, at least in my area, until noon on Saturday. So it's nice to go Saturday morning, just drop a bunch of stuff at the post office. And then I know that going into the weekend, which is when most people buy cards, I'm going to have like an empty outgoing orders queue. So that on Sunday night, when I do my live stream packing orders, it's not like an overwhelming amount. Because honestly, like when I've got a Sunday night where I'm doing the live stream and packing orders and hanging out with you guys and answering questions, those streams are a lot more enjoyable for me when I have like 15 orders to do, 20 orders to do, than when I have like 45 or like 60. When I have 60 orders to do, it's almost like the live stream is, I mean, I'll still do it, right? Because it's fun. But it's like, my ability to be like present and hanging out and doing live stream stuff is just not as great because I'm needing to like really, really, really grind. Which brings me to like the next thing when I said like asterisks, like every other night, a couple caveats there. Depending on how long it takes you to do orders and the systems that you have in place, you know how much time it takes you to do a certain amount of orders, right? I know for me right now, in the amount of time that I have to work on stuff in the evenings, I would say I kind of cap out at like, I would say 70 orders is like the tippy top of what I'm able to do in an evening. And when I say in an evening, I'm saying like, let's say my kids go to bed at 7:30, maybe I hang out with my wife for half an hour, maybe not, just depending on what we have going on. I mean, sometimes we hang out for longer than that. She's like a early, like she goes to bed early kind of person. So we'll hang out for a bit, maybe watch something for a little bit, do whatever, play a game, something, I don't know. And then so like 8:30 maybe is when I start packing orders. And if I work from 8:30 to 11:30, so that's 3 hours. And I would say it's usually just 8:30 to 11 so that I can have a snack or something before I go to bed. I try to be in bed by 11:30 most nights. But one gift that I have, and it is an absolute gift, is that I can lay down and basically fall asleep like that. I feel like, and I don't know if it's just maybe being like consistently tired enough, but when I lay down, I sleep. Like it is an absolute gift. I'm not like dinking around on my phone or like screwing around for a long time or like waiting to fall asleep. Like my head hits the pillow and it's just like, I'm out. Anyways, so you have to find out how many orders you can do in an evening and then batch it accordingly. But I would say, yeah, every other night. And maybe your business is at the point where because of the amount of inventory that you're acquiring, because the amount of inventory that you're listing and the volume that you currently have listed, there's just no way you can do every other night because you'd be doing, 100 orders, right? Or 200 orders or whatever. If that's you, like, hey, way to go. And hopefully you're in the direct program if that's the case, because that's what direct is for. If you're really struggling at getting all of your orders out, and that's really like eating into a good portion of your day, and you've had that big of an inventory, then I would say you're almost kind of messing up by not having direct, because direct is such alleviates a lot of those things, and you can charge quite a bit more for your cards to where I would say it's worth it for the time that you get back, but that's a decision that you have to make for your own thing. So again, my recommendation, how often should you ship out orders? Again, if I'm coaching you, you're like, hey, TJ, what should I do? I would say every other night, and then try and have it done by the weekend, so that you can go into the weekend with, inbox empty or outgoing orders empty or whatever. So yeah, hope this helps. Like I said, that's a question that I've gotten a little bit, and I think just like, don't sweat it. The estimated delivery date window, as long as you get it out the day it comes in or the next day it comes in, if you pack the order up, you're going to be just fine. I really believe that. So yeah. Well, that's what I got for you guys in this one. Hope this helps. Thanks so much for watching the content. I believe that Jesus loves you, that he has an incredible plan for your life. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.